everyone. Today's unboxing is for the monthly subscription service to Fresh Fiction Box Not to Miss. This is a book subscription service. Every month they give you a combination of print and ebooks. Every box includes 3 to 5 books. They are new and now in genre fiction, usually like romance and suspense. Romance and mystery are their focus. Other than that, you really don't get to choose. It's a lot romance. So if you're like into any kind of romance, this is definitely a great box to get. It is $36.95 a month. It does include shipping. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background on this because this is not my first box with them. Actually, this is one of my first subscription boxes. Possibly my first book subscription box when I first started subscribing. So when I first started subscribing was around the beginning of 2020. And it started off with a bang. The box was really good. I like clean reads and I tend to lean toward Christian fiction because of that. And they do include Christian fiction. So that's another thing. If you don't like Christian fiction, you might not want to get this box because they will include those in there. But if you don't mind, if you're okay with, bouncing around, or even if you've got people you can share the books with, that's, like I said, this box might be a good thing for you. They started off really good, but I did find when it hit that year, and you know what I'm talking about, that of course it messed with everything. So we started getting a lot of advanced reader copy books, which are the ones that, if you know anything about them, they're almost done books, but they are proofs. They're not completely finished. Now, sometimes there's not a whole lot of changes they got to make before they published, but sometimes there are. So you're not getting a finished book. The advanced reader copies are really meant to send to early reviewers of the books so that they can get their reviews out when the book is released. So as a reviewer myself, I get a lot of advanced reader copies normally when I'm doing reviews. The last thing I want is to be paying for them. So that was one thing I did not care for that started happening. The other thing was, again, due to what was going on, shipping was slow, this was at the beginning and we weren't prepared for it. But they also had issues where I was getting duplicates of advanced reader copies. So I was like, after a couple of months of struggling with this, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm going to unsubscribe. So now fast forward a couple of years and they have sounds like they've gotten their ducks back in their rows. And so in January of 2022, they started releasing their boxes again. I think they took a break, which was understandable. And from what I could see from the boxes that they had released, looks like they went back to what I liked about them originally. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give them a shot. So we're going to give this a shot together. You and me, we're going to check it out and see if it's gotten back to the quality that I liked originally. So this is the April 2022 box. Let's see what we got in it. Ooh, take that out. All right. Share the love, tell your friends. Okay, now there are always little snacks in this box, and I will tell you that the snacks for me were never impressive. Just because they were either snacks I didn't really care for, or you gotta love them. They tried to send biscotti. I love biscotti cookies, but they would always get crushed. So I never got to enjoy them. So we've got a Ring Pop Sours. Not my thing, but these are the kind of things I would pass on to my kids. And then we usually get 2 packets of tea. Again, not my thing. I'm a coffee drinker. But I will pass those on to other people, and that's really not why I get this box to begin with. Oh, and the last one, we have an Airheads. Even though these are not my kind of snacks, I do like that they're snacks that travel better with a box of books. You know, books get heavy, they crush things. All right, so we have a share the love. Tell your friends. All right, I'm just going to double check. Okay, so here is, if you're interested, links to their different accounts. And your first box, if you use the coupon BOXLOVE, you can get $3 off. So there you go. That's the freebie for you. All right. This one looks like it's got a lot in it. I'm happy about that. All right. So the first book that I have is Tough Justice. Not All Heroes Are Human. Oh, I love that already. This is by T. O'Fallon. This is a K9 Special Ops series. I'm not familiar with the publisher. Amara, that might not necessarily be clean reads for me. I don't know for sure. But let's see what this one's about. It says, the fastest killers are the ones you don't see coming. It should have been a routine investigation. Instead, DEA K9 agent Adam Decker watches in horror as one Denver hospital seems to be ground zero for overdoses of a new drug. Now Deck can only hope a certain icy green-eyed ER doctor will help him and his K9 partner track down the deadly source. Dr. Tori Sampson has her reasons for not trusting federal agents, especially ones working for the DEA, but the rash of overdoses, including a heartbreaking case involving a teen, is alarmingly high. And the new opioid is not only extremely dangerous, it defies all the usual medical treatments. So Tori has a choice. Work with the big, brawny, and annoyingly hot DEA agent, or watch more innocent people die. Tori's the only person who can help Deck break the case, and they'll need to trust each other no matter how high the tension and attraction sizzling between them runs. But with every question answered, they realize there's more behind these typical teen overdoses. There's a pattern here, and a pattern can only suggest one thing. There's a killer on the loose. All right. It sounds very interesting. I will say off the bat that I'm going to guess it is not a clean read. So that one's going to be passed along probably to my daughter because I have one of my daughters loves those kind of reads. So, all right. And then, oh my gosh, this one, The Master Craftsman by Kelly Stewart was on my to be read list, my wish list. I have been trying to win this one in giveaways. I'm super excited about this. All right, this is a Revell. Revell is Christian fiction. So this would be, this is a time travel one, if I remember correctly. Let's read what this one's about. It says, in 1917, Alma Phil, a master craftsman in the House of Fabergé, was charged to protect one of the greatest secrets in Russian history, an unknown Fabergé egg that Peter Carl Fabergé secretly created to honor his divided allegiance to both the people of Russia and the Imperial Tsar's family. When Alma and her husband escaped Russia for their native Finland in 1921, she took the secret with her, guarding her past connection to the Romanov family. 3 generations later, time travel, world-renowned treasure hunter Nick Lane is sick and fears the secret of the missing egg will die with him. With time running out, he entrusts the mission of retrieving the egg to his estranged daughter, Ava, who has little idea of the dangers she's about to face. As the stakes are raised, Ava is forced to declare her own allegiance, and the consequences are greater than she could have imagined. I said time travel, but that's really not what I meant. I meant dual timeline. So there are 2 timelines going on, a current timeline and then a historical one. When those are done right, I absolutely love those kind of stories. So I'm super excited about that one. All right, and then I have When a Princess Proposes, an Embraced by Magic book from Carolyn Sparks. Okay, that one I'm not familiar with. It's by Kensington Publishing. All right, Desire and Deception. All Princess Aviana needs is an escape. Possessed of an unfortunate and unusual embraced gift, which she's been banned from using, she required no training. Now her overprotective parents want her to wed. As a result, the palace is crammed with obnoxious noblemen until Quentin, the enigmatic eagle shifter and royal spy, maneuvers several of the unsuitable suitors into revealing their most embarrassing secrets before the court. Finally, Eviana has an excuse to free herself. If only her family knew the blow that's shaken her, golden-eyed Quentin's refusal to let her near. Heroic but low-born, Quentin's infatuation with Eviana is as inappropriate as it is unshakable. He must keep away from her for his own sake. But after a series of suspicious deaths and the princess's narrow escape from kidnapping, Quentin knows that only together can they expose the danger stalking Earthians embraced. On foot, in disguise, they'll need trust and quick wits to uncover the vicious conspiracy closing around them, but finding the truth might break down their own defenses as well. Okay, so that's got a little bit of, that's like romance fantasy, which is really cool. I do not read a lot in that genre, but I am willing to give it a try, and I hope it's clean reads. And I gotta say, if it's not clean reads up to what I like, I know somebody who will definitely like that. So I'm doing good so far. If I don't want the books, I got people who I know will. All right, and then looks like the last book, if I could get it out. It's like sticking. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The last book is Irene Hannon, The Sea Glass Cottage. This is one of her Hope Harbor novels. This is a Christian fiction book. And I have been reading through her Hope Harbor series. This is the latest one. And I actually signed up to be on a review list for it and don't think I got a place on it. So, so I'm really excited to get this. Another Revell book. Okay, so this one says, Christy Reese is desperate. The one-time Golden Girl's life has tarnished, and a cascade of setbacks has left her reeling. She needs help, and she's certain Jack Colby is in a position to provide it. When she shows up in Hope Harbor, however, Jack wants nothing to do with the woman who betrayed him. He's built a new life on the Oregon coast, and there's no room in it for Christy, even after she takes refuge in a charming but mysterious cottage nearby. Yet it soon becomes apparent his opinion of her may need revising, especially when he ends up needing her help. Can these two hurting souls open their hearts to a new beginning? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, gotta move things out of the way here. All right, just double checking. Nothing else in the box. Nope. That is everything that I got in my April 2022 Fresh Fiction Box Not to Miss book subscription service. Wow, what a mouthful, huh? So, if you like this video, please take a moment to hit the like button down below. And also, if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when I post these unboxings. And as always, I love your comments. What did you think? Or if you just want to say hi, that's okay too. I can tell you right now that you don't always get Christian fiction, and you don't always get, when you do, you don't always get two. And for me, having half right away that I know I'm going to love and want to read, and then two of them that I got some good high hopes for, you know, like I said, this box is never about the treats, never about the treats. But I think they did a really good job. It looks like they're coming back from the issues that they had a couple of years ago, and I am super glad to be able to try them again. So, I'll leave a link down below to my website, which will give you more formal review and pictures, and also to Fresh Fiction's CRATEJOY website. You can check them out for yourself. And that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. You guys are awesome. Have a great day.